Welcome. In front of me is a BLACKVIEW Color 8, and today I will go over unboxing along with a quick look at the device itself. So, anyway, popping it open. I have a couple little paperwork falling out. So anyway, I'm just going to drop it back in here. We get a screen protector, tempered glass. So that's pretty nice inclusion. Then we get the phone itself with already a plastic screen protector applied to it, along with the case. Now, try to peel it off without actually... There we go. Peeling off the actual screen protector. Under here we have our paperwork. I'm not even going to bother opening it up. And below that we have our Type A to Type C charging cable. And our charger, which is 18 watts, which you can see right here. So in a second, once the device boots up, we can see the display and it's, well, you know, with its full bezels all around. And I'm gonna also take off the case just so we can see how that looks like without it. So there we go. And looking at the device, it does have a bit of a dated look, but I do want to point out this device is relatively budget, coming at about 150 euros. So it's basically a low-end device. And for that price, you get a device with a 6.75 inch display, 720 by 1600 resolution, running LCD IPS display at 90 Hz. So that's actually a bit of an improvement of considering what I thought would have been 60. It has a typical brightness of 450, 84% screen to body ratio. It's 260 pixels per inch. Now, if we flip it over, we have what looks to be a dual camera setup, and the main sensor is 50 megapixel wide sensor, and then the second one is unspecified. Okay, again, I was about to give praise to budget category for just not including dogshit cameras that are useless, but no, they just decided to add unspecified. For all I know, this is not even a camera, because it's unspecified. Stupid design. God. These suits need to really get their shit together. Like, it's such an idiotic thought process. Anyway, at the front, we got an 8 megapixel wide sensor. Now, at front or back cameras, the maximum resolution and frame rate you can shoot at is 1080p 30 frames. Now, moving on into the internals of the device, it comes with a 6000 mAh battery, so actually bigger than I expected for the size of the device. And comes with Unisoc Tegra T616 processor, 8GB of RAM, and 256 gigs of storage that is actually expandable using SD card. So I'm going to pop it out quickly just to showcase this. So there we go. You can see we have dual SIM card support along with an SD card support. So that's pretty nice. Now, anything else that I left out? I don't think so in terms of internally. So let's go over the build quality. So you can see, obviously we have a glass front, no surprise there. Then the back and the frame are plastic, which you can clearly see right here and probably feel as well if you have the phone in hand. And then going around it, we do have our SIM tray at the top of the left side. And then at the top of the device, we have absolutely nothing. On our right side, we have our volume rockers along with a power button that doubles as a fingerprint sensor. And then at the bottom, we have our speakers, charging port, microphone, and a headphone jack. And that's about everything that there is to this device. It is a budget device that comes with basically everything that you'd need from a device, which actually includes a charger. So, you know, when you buy your phone, you can actually use it and then charge it up and continue to use it instead of having to go to a store and buy yourself a separate charger. So I do like that. But all in all, the device is pretty budget, and the only thing that it has going for it, I would say, would be the increased battery size with relatively decent charging speed for a budget device. Along with the display being at 90 Hz, that adds a little bit to the experience of using the device. It won't feel as as outdated as other devices, budget devices that would come, for instance, with 60 Hz. So whatever you're doing on a phone should feel a little bit smoother than it because of the additional frame rate. But anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.